Hiya guys, Modern Muppet here, how you doing? Before I get into the main commentary, can I just say a big thanks to everyone on both teams who were helping me look for my lost contact lens. You know what it's like, you drop a contact lens, but anyway. Also I'd like to say hi to my teammates here, Asheki, Raiden and Signhawk, all good friends of mine, and all good fun to play this game with. Anyway, what I'm going to be doing with this commentary is I'm having a look at some of the things that I get wrong and some of the things that I get right. Reading through the forums, there are some people that are struggling with the multiplayer a bit. Now, I'll say from the get-go, I'm not an expert. Right? I don't claim to be an expert. I'm not very good. I'm an old gamer. I'm 50. My reactions are slow. So I'm an average gamer. You know, I sometimes get good games, sometimes get bad games. What I'm going to try and do is help the people who are struggling a bit. Now, the reason I'm stressing that I'm average is a lot of the time you'll have expert gamers who say, "Yeah, aim for the head." Well, that's great if if you've got really good reactions and stuff and you can aim for the head. But if you can do that all the time, you don't need any help. Anyway, so that first bit, let's go. I took some cover. Shot the guy. What I shouldn't have done was run in. That was just kind of silly, but I did it. Got a downed enemy with a bomb there. There's some hectic action going on. I probably shouldn't have ran in here. Right, but you know what it's like. Sometimes you get the bloodlust up. But yeah, that death was entirely my own fault for running in. There was absolutely no need for it. And if you find that you're doing stuff like that and you're dying, don't say, this game sucks. And don't even think, I suck. Just think, alright, that was a mistake. And I need to pick up from that mistake and move on and learn from it. We learn far more from mistakes, from getting things wrong, than we do by getting things right. That's just a fact of how we learn. So here I'm kind of playing a little bit better. See some red dots around. So I'm not just going to go charging in. Have a quick look, see if I can craft anything useful. Yeah, look at that. And I go in really, really careful. And he gets the drop on me first anyway. So yeah, like being careful isn't necessarily going to save your ass if your reactions aren't that great. And like I say, mine aren't. I'm an average gamer, but I still managed to get top in this game. So what we're going to have a look is find out how.
Can't keep going like
now,
this.
I can't stress this enough. Teamwork, teamwork, teamwork. This is the most teamwork orientated game that I've really come across for quite some time. So try and stay together with your mates. Make sure that some people have the ability to heal, that kind of stuff. And again, what do you think is going to happen here? Yeah, I'm going to get slaughtered. What I should have done there, obviously they brought down my teammates. They were obviously still in strength, and I should have just backed off and waited. And that's the kind of thing that I'm trying to sort of educate myself to do. And when something like that goes wrong, ain't nobody's fault but mine. Right? And if you find that you're in the same situation, guess what? It's not a fault of the game mechanics. It's not a fault of your teammates. It's a fault of yourself. Now, the loadouts that I'm using do allow me to build stuff really quickly. And they also allow me to give gifts. When you're putting bombs down, I've said this on a previous video, don't put them out in the open. Put them a bit hidden so that people are going to trigger them off. Because otherwise they'll see them and they'll blast them. Now, the counter to that is when you're approaching a supply point, assume that there is going to be a bomb there. So have a look around or have a scan. Do use your listen mode. You see that from that listen mode I figured out there's a guy above. And was having a good look around for any mates you might have hanging around him. Oh, I'm going to mention this because some of you may not be aware, but the little blue dots that you see sometimes, those are dropped food supplies, and I don't know what was going on here. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing, meleeing thin air like that. So I have no reason. But yeah, these little blue dots you see on the mini map, those are dropped food supplies. Make sure you get those. And if you're getting near the end of the game and you know, you're winning and there's only one or two of those left, what I would advise is, you know, hold out a little bit, try and get all your supply drops.
Alright, good to go.
Another thing that sounds obvious, keep an eye on your radar.
Burn, asshole!
Look at that. That was nice. I knew there would be someone around there, didn't know exactly where. It's worth throwing a bomb in. A Molotov, whatever. Yeah, you see that bomb there? That's actually really kind of a bit too obvious, in my opinion. You know, not kind of having to go at anyone here, but that'll show up so easily that it's not an ideal bomb placement. Now, I probably should have took a second to heal myself here, because that's what killed me when that bomb went off. If my health had been full, it would have downed me, not killed me. Or it's possible there was two bombs there, I'm not too sure. But I just seem to go down in one, which isn't usually what happens with a bomb. Now, like, see there. The instinct in games would have been to usually go charging into him. Totally giving away my own position. Now, okay, you know, I didn't get the kill, but at this point I wanted the supplies. I didn't get a chance to mark him. If I had done, I would have done, but I didn't get a chance to mark him. But I'm out by myself. When I respawned, only teammates are miles away. So, trying to avoid engagements until you can get close to your buddies. And talking of buddies, if you haven't buddied up with people on this yet, do so, man. You really need to. There's forums everywhere. You know, we'll have lists of people looking for somebody to play with. And yeah, I have seen some posts on the forums of people complaining that, you know, complaining about various different aspects, all of which would be solved by just getting a few mates together. Hang on a sec, my dog's grumbling in the background. Come here, you. Don't just sit there wagging your tail. He was sitting there going, a nice shiv. I'm aware that there's somebody right behind me, so I'm not going to try and execute. But like Phil go running back in. Again, totally my own fault, this death. Totally my own fault. At least I got him, you know. And this is our contact lens hunt. I just thought this was so funny. There's 3, 4, 5 of us all crawling around in a relatively short space.
Get your ass up.
By the way, guys, if you have any useful tips for other people, do put them in the comment section. You know, and if there's anything you think can be improved about, you know, me doing this sort of thing, you know, put those in the subjects, in the comments boxes as well. I always like to read the comments anyway, and a big thank you to people who do them. Bastard, you couldn't just let me get back to my own mates, could you? No. Well, look where it got you. Look where it got you. There is one of the, I forget even what they're called. I call them perks, but they're probably not called perks in the game, where you can respawn on your teammates. Sneaky bastards putting bombs down. I would never do that. Actually, I got it down with a bomb there. I think there must have been somebody close to me because that was my bomb. You just seemed really curious there that I got it down with a bomb and it went off right next to me. Anyway, yeah, got some close action going. I saw somebody come running in. Now, I have to give a massive kudos to those guys there. They, you know, they did an awesome job. They just completely wiped us out. So, yeah, well done to the other team there. We've still got a bit of a lead. But after that, I think we would agree that we should take it careful. You know, these guys that we're playing, they're decent players. So, yeah, we should kind of take it a bit careful. I'm pretty sure that everyone by now knows that running around is not the thing to do in this game. It's not going to get you anywhere. But Dad. Now, I like the crafting in this, and if you invest some points in the crafting, you'll see how quickly I make stuff. Then you can give those things to other people. Fuck, where is this? Oh, I see him.
Keep breathing. I got this.
Now, as a rule of thumb, you
Get
should
back in there.
revive mates before you execute. Sometimes I get the blood rush up and I just go for it, but it's a bad thing to do, right? And I'm sure that everyone would agree with me on that. But also understand that sometimes you just go for it.
To try some smoke on for
The
size.
execute moves are really cool. They're really cool, and they're fun to do, so it's easy to do them. I'm kind of caught between a rock and a hard place here. There's people inside this room, and I also know that there was somebody on the other side and kind of behind me. But got one with me, but I think he's probably going to get revived by his mates. Yeah. I've just started trying to use the bow myself. I'm kind of getting there with it. I'm more of a run and gun guy usually in games. You know, not that this game really encourages a whole lot of run and gun. Anyway, look, we're at, so sudden death. Both teams still have 4 people. So close game. Close game. And I love games like this. I hate games that you just do a team wipe easily. And I obviously don't like games where you're getting wiped easily. No matter what the game is, I do love matches that are really close and tense, you know.
Hey, look! Firefly! Watch yourself!
Alright, so I did a good thing there.
Turret's down.
In that I did mark him before I shot him. There's no guarantee that you're going to get the hits. And again, it's something I'm kind of trying to train myself to do, that especially if I'm shooting at range, you know, is to mark them before I even shoot off. Obviously, if people are close to you, you may need to shoot. Yeah, that was my bad. It's only when I watched this on playback now that I saw that there was one guy right at the edge there, who I didn't actually notice when I was playing the game. Normally, I probably wouldn't waste a health kit for that amount of health, but it's close, so yeah, it's not a waste. I know there's a guy above me, but it's also, you know, there's probably 2 of them upstairs, in fact. But the thing is, I don't want to be the one who goes in first in this situation. Problem with going in first at this situation is if you get down and your mates can't get to revive you, you're screwed. I've got to say, the tension in this sort of, at this point, is like incredible for a game, you know. You see those red markers around you, you know they're there. Nice touch with the music.
Fucking got me.
Wow, this really is getting tense. Even though I know how this ended, I still kind of feel the tension in it.
Smoke out!
Let's take a chance, Shiv! By the way, me and my mates, all on microphones, all communicating all the time. So I kind of told him I was going to do that, and he said that he was going to heal. And I didn't mind going down here, because I knew basically what I wanted to do was draw him out, and there we go. Excellent game. I hope this has been of some use to you. If it has, do let me know and I'll do more of them. If not, well, I won't. This is Muppet out. Take it easy. Bye.